What's up, people? We are live from Melbourne, Australia. I'm in my hostel room. I think there are moments when logic and your intuition begin fighting with each other. Your logic says stay where you are, keep doing what's familiar. You've built everything, you don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose what you've built. But then you learn about opportunities. You learn that taking risks is what you need to do when you're young. And you can't explain why, but you know you need to give something a chance. Over the last few years, I've had this feeling that moving away is something that I need to do for me. Nothing was necessarily wrong. Nothing was wrong at all. I had friends and family that are great, but I was very comfortable. And I knew that staying in comfort is not going to make me grow. And that's why I've decided to move to Melbourne, Australia. Not because Australia is magical, not because moving across the world automatically changes your life, but I'm moving away because the uncertain, the uncomfortable, I know is where I'm going to learn valuable lessons. Lessons that I can't learn from books and podcasts, lessons that can only be learned from experience. So this decision to move away isn't really about Australia. It's about deliberately choosing uncertainty. The only person I can rely on is myself. I think a common misconception people have about growth is that growth happens naturally. I think comfort is natural, but growth is intentional. If you leave someone alone, they don't naturally become stronger, more disciplined, and more confident. They become comfortable, and comfortable is dangerous because it doesn't feel dangerous. It's difficult because you feel very safe being in your routine. But I've learned from the past few years that you need to let go a bit to be able to grow. You need to have the courage to be able to let go of being comfortable for the chance of something better. There's a quote I heard before I left home, and it perfectly summarized my reason for this move. A high tide raises all boats. I realized I needed a bigger challenge if I wanted to grow into someone I know I'm capable of becoming. And that challenge was moving across the world and figuring things out. Uncertainty is something that I'm trying to tackle. I think dealing with uncertainty is a very valuable skill, so I'm trying to grow it. When you move countries, all of your invisible support systems you've relied on disappear. Your local gym, your family, your friends, the places that feel familiar, the people who already understand you. Everything resets. And suddenly you're exposed. You realize you really relied on those things to feel confident. So moving countries removes that safety net, and that's where growth begins. The ability to walk into a room where you know no one but get to know everyone. By the end of the night you have friends. That makes you confident. Moving countries and starting from zero is building valuable life skills. You don't become more resilient by reading about resilience. You become more resilient by surviving difficult situations. All of these scenarios that you're dealing with are transforming you. They're more significant than you think. I guess over the past few years, I've been able to really think about the direction my life is going. And I've begun to think objectively about decisions I make. And there seems to be a correlation between growth requiring departure. You can't become someone new by remaining where you've always been. At some point you need to change everything, and for me that call is Melbourne. I don't know how things are going to work out, but that's exactly why I need to do it. It does feel like the irony is you need to let go to be able to grow. It's important to be honest about this move. I'm excited, but I'm also quite scared. But thankfully, I think I'm moving at a good time. I think I've built some experience over the past few years, and I'm going now in my mid-20s, which is still very young. But I do think I have more experience, and I'm in a better position than I would have been if I would have got here when I was like 19, 20. Mainly because all those thoughts of doubt and negativity I can deal with a lot better now. I know now that all those worries are normal, and your body and brain are going to do that to you when you put yourself in uncomfortable and unfamiliar situations. I know now that fear is not a reason to stop. I think quite a significant point about this move is that the real change isn't external, it's internal. It certainly changes your environment a lot, but the main change is in your identity. Where you've always lived, people know you, so you feel inclined to live up to the character that you've always been. But when you move away, you become free. You're free to reinvent yourself. You don't have to live up to the expectations of anyone because they don't know who you are. Your environment has shaped you. A new identity creates a new future, and that's what excites me most. And to round this video off, 5 years from now, I don't think I'll remember every detail of this move. I won't remember every stressful moment and every obstacle, but I'll remember the moments of getting here and trusting myself in these unfamiliar situations. This move is about learning that no matter what happens, I'll figure it out. Maybe moving to Melbourne changes my life, maybe it doesn't. But I do know that if I stayed where I was, that would guarantee staying the same. And I'd rather risk failure pursuing growth than guarantee stagnation by pursuing comfort. Life is too short to spend it wondering who you would have become. Sometimes the best thing you can do is put yourself in a situation where growth is unavoidable. My intuition has told me to come here and I'm trusting it. It's not about the destination, it's about who you become on the journey there. So if you take anything from this video, is that the life you want might be hiding on the other side of discomfort. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. The only way to find out is to go. Peace.
Playing at the night and shoot fire.